he's 14 and his info is he got arrested for shooting. You know what I mean? He's crying his eyes out every day because he think that it looks good, you know, from the outside. Yeah, shootings and stabbings and gang bangings and all that. But listen, when you're behind that cell on your own, there's no one there to comfort you. Obviously, I was a typical, you know, boisterous boy at school. I think my problem was getting distracted at school, talking to the girls all the time, trying to be the lads in class and all that stuff, and which obviously made me not come out with good qualifications. I had a fight in college, what ended up making me get kicked out of college. Then I had kids, so I probably had my first child about 16, 17, which obviously pressured me to obviously want to make money. Then I started to hang around with guys, my friends who were obviously making money. I wanted to get involved in making that money. I grew up around gangs, but I kind of pushed myself away from gangs, but I still was holding companies with individuals, which obviously caused me to be loyal to the wrong people. I was always putting my friends first instead of putting, like I say, work first, and you know, even my kids first. Like they say, you know, you are who you roll with, you are who you hang around with. If you hang around with them kind of guys, even if you're not that guy, you're going to, it's peer pressure in it. Like you're going to be like them because you're gonna feel like you need to fit in. It's fake. All the having loads of friends, it's fake. Basically, my friends had an altercation with somebody. They ended up shooting this person that I was driving under the joint enterprise law. They didn't care whether I was the one who was shooting or I was the one who was driving. You don't need to be the person who's shot the person, who stabbed the person, who's punched the person. You can just be around. If the prosecution think that, or the police think that you're leading them people on, or you probably didn't help to stop it, you can come under that law. I always say prevention's better than the cure. So if you're around friends what are that way inclined, just drop them out, because when you're in prison, they're not there for you anyway. All these guys who we've been loyal to, who we're not snitching for, and all of that don't care about you. Some people say I'm lucky. You know, there's people that's got 35 years, and that's to do all of it. Luckily, in my sense, I got a second chance. You know, I got 20 years, but obviously I have to do half. With guys who are doing 35 years, 20 years, 42. My barber had 42 years. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, like, wreck. You know what I'm saying? Like, them guys are never, ever, ever coming home. I've seen the baddest of boys who you think, yeah, man, these guys are bad guys. These geezers are gangsters. They come out in the morning or they go to sleep and their eyes are red because obviously they're crying, because obviously you know, it's hurting them, innit? Like, they're never coming out realistically. What, 70 years old?
How we doing, guys? Myself, Preddie OBE, hitting you with a quick one. Real Talk True Season. Now, I wanted to play that first video of a man just talking about Bing. Just talking about, like, your friends ain't there. There's no loyalty. Yeah? When you're on the roads, you think, rah, man's got the team, and man's not a snitch, and man's a rider. And let's just break it down. When you go and do a move, you always break down the money. Let's think about that. We always say, man's gonna after 10, 50-50. I'm not saying that I'm a snitch, but I'm saying, how comes we never talk about the sentencing? How comes we never talk about, if someone gets caught, what happens? Because when you're doing IPP, when you're doing 16 years in prison, like my man said, the only person that's there for you is your family. Facts. Facts. The only person that's there for you is your family. So when you're riding for the block, when you're riding for your doggy, when you're riding for your brethren, you're letting off that mash, you're joking up my man, you're doing your bit, yeah? Because you're riding for your end, you're like, yeah, man's a real soldier. I am telling you, when it comes to the crunch and you're in prison, the only person that's got your back is yourself. Facts. It's yourself. That's why these videos need to be played out more. But what about when these man them try and transition? You've got to shine the light on this now. You've got to say, do you know what? Big man, I see you've just done 20 years in prison. 20 years, man, them. Let's break that down. 16th birthday, gone. Yeah? 18th birthday, gone. Allow it, leave it. Yeah? 21st birthday, done out here. You've got to think about your life, big man. That's no raving for you, you know. Yeah, no girl for you. You got to think some of these men are going in prison when they're 15, 16. You haven't even smashed a girl yet, cuz. Let's just break down sex. Man, them hasn't even smashed a girl. And you're going Bing talking about, man, yeah. You're in prison with a bunch of man them, rude boy. I don't care how much credit you got, or how much ratings you got, how much of a bad man you are. You're sitting down in Bing, bruv, and you have no experience. You've never been on holiday. The guy even said there's going to be another video that I'm going to play for you guys at the end. A guy just like, raw, like, I didn't even get to go to my mum's funeral. It's that deep. That's when you start realizing about how techie prison can be. Yeah, you're jamming with your doggies. Yeah, you're repping your ends. Yeah, you're repping your block. But no one don't know your birthday, so there's no happy birthdays for you. If something happens in your family, you can't go to that funeral because you're high risk and they're talking about you might be escaping and all that. But for what? That 5 minutes, that 10 minutes of you repping, now you're sitting down, brother. Yeah, just in Bing, just sitting down. So I want you guys to hear this message, hear this story. Hear these stories that always come out and we don't ever talk about what really happens, how you really feel in prison, the emotions that are behind it. Certain man them are balling and they're meant to be real gunman because they now realize, bruv, my life is done out here. Yeah? Man ain't coming out until I'm 40, 50. And what, you're in your early 20s, your whole 20s are gone, man, them. There's a whole life out there. Like, man can be going out raving and man can be going on holiday and flexing with gal and enjoying their life. But you want to rep the ends that you don't even own. You want to rep something that you don't even know nothing about. Half of the man that are beefing right now, like Hackney and Tottenham and Wood Green, you man are beefing, don't even know why you're beefing. There's certain older man right now that's sitting in Bing that are brethrens now. Tottenham man, Hackney man, you're brethrens. South man, Peckham, Lewisham, you're brethrens. But Peckham and Lewisham still fighting. Brixton still fighting Peckham. Like, what's going on? To a point I have to show a picture of Giggs and another rapper called R.A. One was from Brixton, one was from Peckham. These men never liked each other. These men was at each other's throat like, bro, when I see you, it's on sight. Yeah? On sight stuff. As soon as I jump out the car, bruv, it's on sight. Now these men are sitting down trying to reason. Now these men are sitting down like, rah, like, we are not the enemy. There's a common enemy out there, bruv, which is called the government, which is called the suppressors, which is called the people that are stopping you right now from doing the stuff that you need to be doing. Facts. So why are we beefing each other? Why are we beefing the block? Why are we beefing the end when we don't even own it? Why are we saying the things about, oh, man's a real G, and he's in Bing. Man, them are getting pushed to do work for £3.50 a day. Man, them are getting banged up, segregation, 24-hour lockdown. Like, you don't know what's been happening since lockdown. It's not nice. I want you kids to understand that your life is better. You can do so much more. So much of us, man, them are so smart. Like, you're on the roads, you're selling drugs, like narcotics, you got to look over your shoulder, no sick pay, no time off. Come on, man, damn, man. We could do a 9 to 5 and still clean up. We can have a business attribute and still clean up. You can sell t-shirts like you're selling weed, bruv, from the back of your car. £20 t-shirts, bruv. Yeah? £30 t-shirts, that's a free 5. You just got to change the product, bruv. Do what you're doing, but change the product. Do what you're doing, but don't buy the bezel. Buy the yard. Buy your block. Help your area. Help your community. There's so much of us, man, them that sit there all the time. Oh, there's no help. But you're the first one to make money and duck out the ends. You're the first one to make money, and now you're living in countryside with white people and upper class people that don't even like you. They see you living there and they're like, what's he doing over there? But you've come from a certain area and you just bounce. And you make all these kids feel like you're still living that road life. You're still living that life when you're not. Speak up, tell the truth, man. And I feel like this message and this other message is very important for us guys stepping up and saying, you know what? Prison was a long thing. You know what? I ruined my life. Do you know what, bruv? Like, all for that one thing there, like, I realized the only person that really loved me was my family, was my mum, was my sister, was my brother, was my missus. Sometimes the man that you think that's really got your back, they ain't got your back. Guys, please, I want you to share this message, but at the same time, I want you to get involved. Get involved in changing the mindset. We have to speak out. We have to say certain things when it's wrong. We have to say certain things when it's right. I need you guys to jump online and go onto my website, bruv, and download The Village. I need you guys to jump on that. It's about us moving now. I need you guys to subscribe. Shout out to 5 young people that have completed the Village course. So there's any young people, there's still 2 more spaces in the youth village right now. For any parent out there, if you've got a child out there that needs to be, you know, like, he just needs a little bit of help, a little bit of mentoring, come and shout me. Go and make sure that you buy the t-shirts. These are the t-shirts that are going to be supporting our community. I'm talking to you roadman. I'm talking to you influencers. I'm talking to the people that really can make a difference. Buy a t-shirt. Join the Village. So support the cause, unapologetic conversations, big sis, you good. These are all the things that we're doing right now within our community, and I need you guys right now. I need you guys right now to step up and make a difference. Bare people's like, how can I help? Join the village. How can I help? Donate. How can I help? Buy a t-shirt. How can I help? Get involved in the unapologetic conversations when I'm telling everybody to come out. This is how we can help our community, guys. Or we're going to find our young people getting stopped and searched and brutalized by the police. Or if not, they're going in prison because now they just stabbed someone and now they've lost their life. Myself, Preddie OBE. But guys, the most important thing is right now is making a difference and making a change today, right now. Let's not sit there, New Year's resolution. Let's not sit there and be like, oh, it's the government, it's the police fault. Let's not sit there and be like, oh, someone else is going to do it. Let's come together. And one of the ways that we need to come together, it takes a village to raise a child. So please, guys, if you can donate, please go on my page, Chrispreddie.obe.com. Like, donate as much as you can to support the young people so they can actually get programmed, so they actually can be supported. If you're someone out there that needs to be supported yourself, a mother, single parents, you need that life coaching, you need someone to talk to, download the village. It's £5 a week. £5 a week, £5 a month, £1 a week, guys. £1 a week to change your life. £5 a month. What is £5 when you're spending £30, £40 on whatever, whether it's trainers, clothes? That could be a year's subscription in the sense of changing your life and mobilizing yourself in the best way. Myself, Preddie OBE. Let's stand up today and make a difference.
You're eating horrible prison food in it, and you're being told what to do in it. So it's an idiot thing. It's not about jail. Jail's long. Trust me. My story is that I grew up from a good home in that my mum taught me right from wrong. But when my mum's back was turned, I was on the streets, I was up to no good as a young youth growing up. And basically, I had foolish pride back then, so when I was on the road and that, I was fully gassed. And me being fully gassed has led me coming to prison for a long time. I got 21 years IPP for attempted murder, and 10 years later, here I am. I'm from Birmingham, Handsworth, B21, and basically I was labelled with that title as a gang member and that. So because I was from Handsworth and that label stuck to me, and I was proud. I'm proud of where I come from. I'm proud to come from Birmingham, Handsworth and that. But back then, I was basically like boasting in the wrong sense instead of the good sense. You see what I'm saying? Like, I used to roll with a lot of people, yeah, who was, I call them pro-social groups, but I know that police and a lot of people will say that we was in gangs and things like that. So we was up to no good on the streets doing a lot of stuff and that. When I come to prison and I got sent down by the judge, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I went downstairs and foolish pride kicked in again, and it still never bothered me. But when the penny dropped is when, while I was doing my sentence, my mum died while I was doing my sentence and that, and because of the gang life that I used to live back in the day, I wasn't allowed to go to the funeral, and the penny dropped in. So I knew that I had to change my life, and the old me I had to put to bed, and now I'm a new person now. A lot of my friends have turned their lives around. Most of them are in jail now or dead anyway. And basically, when you come to prison and that, there's no loyalty in that. So the kids need to know in the hood and that it's fake loyalty that you got to your friends in schools and that you can forget about that. No support. The only people who look after me is my family, you know. And I got a daughter out there who's 19. The 19 years of her life, I've always been in jail and that, just doing big sentences and that. I ain't proud of it. Myself, say 23 hours a day locked up and that. You know, it's long. Especially when they do lockdowns and that. When they do lockdowns, it's 24-hour lockdown and you can't go nowhere. The consequences of your actions can give you a life sentence. Like the IPP, what I'm doing, it's like a life sentence. So basically, I'm serving a life sentence. When I was in the ACATs, there's loads of cells for you, like, you know. So try and know that. You don't want to be going to them jails there. Them jails there is not no joke.